Hey YouTube, it's Mike Pengangster here, and today I'm bringing you guys a video. Will I be back for FIFA 22? Now, before we get into that video, I just want to show you something real quick. As you can see in the background, you're watching my FIFA 21 squad, okay? And the reason why I'm showing this is because, as you can see, it's been many months that I haven't uploaded a video. And just to show you, I packed middle R9 pretty much early on the game and played 76 games with him, okay? And I just couldn't play the game no more. Like for people that don't get me, but what I'm trying to say is that I packed maybe the best card you could have packed at that moment. Sure, it's untradeable, but who cares? It's like the best card out there at that moment. You don't really want to trade it; you just want to use it. And after using them for like 70 something games, I just couldn't get the feel of playing the game anyways because how much of disappointment it was for me at least, you know. Um, as much as I would like to create YouTube videos, uh, like all year long, it's very hard for me because first, it's not my job. Second, my motivation when I played this game, it's just not there anymore. It's just not like the older FIFAs where I even if we complained, the older FIFAs just I felt they were better. Like I felt like as the game advanced, um, maybe because more people play it or whatever it is, the servers kind of kill uh, the gameplay. You know what I mean? Like I could deal with BS happening in a way, saying that I've been dealing with it for many years. What I can deal with is connection advantage, and this is what I'm trying to explain is that no matter who you have in your team, when you walk in a game and you have that disadvantage of a connection depending who you're playing that particular game, it doesn't matter if you have R9. You're gonna struggle throughout the whole game. Doesn't mean you can't win the game, but the thing is you're in a disadvantage automatically just because of how the game is responding to you, and that is the major factor why a lot of people ask me like, Mike, how come you haven't been around? It's because I just can't play the game um, competitively and take this. I can't take the game seriously. I just can't take the game seriously, and also for health reasons. And when I mean health reasons, not because I'm sick. It's because the game itself stresses me so much. I feel like I will get sick, and for those reasons, there I end up leaving very early on in most FIFAs. Now, FIFA 22 is coming up. A lot of people are wondering, will I be back? I've been looking at videos from other YouTubers of the news of how FIFA 22 looks like. Of course, there's always that little how do you call it, excitement inside me that wants to play it, and it's very hard for me to sit here and say I'm not gonna play FIFA because I do every year, right? I'm one of those guys that just I give in and I give EA my money, um, but um, the YouTube thing is it's a big question because a lot of people that have been watching me for many years, I appreciate all you guys, and for the people that still stick around after all those months of me not uploading, thank you for actually sticking around and believing that maybe I'll be back. Because to be honest, I didn't believe myself that I would even consider coming back to this game. But I'm starting to consider it, I guess, because it's been so long I haven't played. I kind of miss playing football now. At the same time, when I play football, I kind of enjoy also making videos of it. Um, so what I'm trying to say here is that most likely I will be back. Will I be back early access? The answer is no. I'm gonna take the game very different this year, and what I mean different, I mean I'm just gonna wait for when it comes out on October 1st because since I usually every time I play this game, I pretty much give up after a few months if the game's just not good. I rather have a actually like CD of the game itself, so that if after 3 months I'm fed up of playing it, I can either sell it or give it to somebody instead of having it on my PlayStation 5 directly from the digital upload. Um, I don't want to put any money into this game. I don't even want to give them the extra $5 for EA Play or whatever it's called. For me, I feel like, what's the point paying $5 for 10 hours? I haven't played the game for over 6 months. I could wait another month or whatever it is, another 2 weeks before it comes out. Um, or maybe I'll end up getting the one where you get like the early access on the 27. You know what I mean? But even at that, I don't even know if I'm gonna get that one because I honestly think it would be better for myself to have the CD, just based on the fact that I have a feeling that gameplay wise, this game, from what I've seen on YouTube, the gameplay just doesn't seem to be that much of a change. Besides maybe one major change of the skill moves, where people are they can't cancel their skill moves the way they were doing last year, which the game was ridiculous. For me, it was ridiculous because I like this change. Some people may not like it. I like it. I like it for one reason. When have you ever watched a football game and you just see every single player on the pitch constantly making skill moves? It just seems fucking retarded. Okay, as much as they're cool animation for people that are able to do these things, it is completely retarded for a person to be doing 100 step overs in one game, or like croquette or whatever the fuck he's doing constantly, and every player doing it. It's just, it looks ridiculous. It looks stupid. If for most people that watch football, and when I mean football, I mean real life football, not this game. You see a few individuals, like a guy like Neymar or Messi or Ronaldo or whatever it is, Mbappe, make make a skill move here and there during a game. But even at that, if ever you're watching the game correctly, it's a passing game, you know. And for me, that's real football, a game that is played as a team, a passing game. Like look at, for example, like Europe this year. Italy didn't have the best team going in, and probably a lot of people didn't think that they were going to win the Euro. But they actually had the best team actually playing as a team, and even if they got dominated that game versus Spain, that was the only game that we didn't play that well. For the well, played that well. We played good defensively. We just didn't dominate the way Spain dominated us that game. Other than that, the whole tournament we played very well as a team. But if you look at all those players, how many of those players do people actually use in FIFA? Pretty much none of them, right? And this is what I'm trying to say is that I want the game to be like more real than this fake shit that EA brings up. It would be nice to have variety in your team and so on. Like, not just because I'm Italian that I would like to play with an Italian player. I'm just saying basically it would be nice to use certain players, not because they don't have the super crazy pace that everybody wants, or the skill sets like the 5-star skills that they could be doing all these skill moves constantly. I want to be able to play the game the way I enjoy playing the game, and that's a game where I like to play a passing game, quick passing game, pressuring my opponents. That's my style of play, and from what I watched so far from FIFA 22, I don't see it exactly the way I want it, but I do see certain improvements of the game that maybe could make me want to play a little bit more. Like I said, the thing about the people won't be able to spawn their skill moves constantly, which I like that. I was watching one of the games with FT Tex and the other guy, and it looked like the long shots are back. It's kind of funny. It's actually one of the things I want in the game, and the reason why I want this in the game is because I hate people that park the bus. So for people that park the bus, I feel like they should be punished from long shots, because this is the only scary thing that I have, is that it's see the long shots get like tweaked right away, where they get nerfed, and everybody starts parking that bus again. Um, I don't want that, because that's not a fun game. That for me, I understand that in real life football, a lot of the teams play a very good defensive strategy. The thing is that when you're playing a video game, as much as you want it to be realistic, you also want to enjoy your game and not be pressing somebody for 90 minutes so you could like get one counter attack on you and win the game. You also want you want the game to be a bit more open. I'm not saying that the game has to be a high scoring game, but there has to be a little bit more excitement than me trying to get in the box where 11 men are standing, right? So hopefully for that, the gameplay is better in that way. If it's not, I won't be disappointed. And what I mean I won't be disappointed is because I'm not expecting it to actually have these major changes that I'm hoping for, because my expectations with this company is very, very low. I already know what I'm getting into, in a way, saying that I already know that most likely, as the game starts, the first month of what we call the honeymoon is always exciting, but after that, it just goes downhill. And the biggest reason why it goes downhill is because of EA servers. They could talk about their game as much as they want, but their servers are so shit that for a lot of the people, it makes it unplayable or unenjoyable, or hard for them to compete. But there are a few changes that I'm going to give them credit for. As much as you know how much I hate this company, I like what they did with the new division rivals. I liked what they did with the new, I guess you could call it a new foot champions, where it's only going to be 20 games in a weekend, which I think that is a good way to go, because a lot of people didn't want to play 40, a lot of people didn't want to play 30, and now they're going to 20, where I think it's going to be more. Um, I think it's because PC I used to have 20 games. That's what I think. I'm sorry if this video is a bit longer than expected, but I think that's why maybe they're also going that way. And also, from my understanding, I hope, from my understanding, that the reward system in Weekend League is going to be different, like, more exciting. One thing I heard is that you will be able to redeem your packs as you finish your Weekend League. That, for me, I think is a very good thing. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of people used to play the Weekend League and then didn't do nothing during the whole week, because they would always wait for Thursday for the reward, which I felt kind of like, I don't know. I kind of felt like the game was dead during the week based on that, because everybody was just waiting for always Thursday to get the rewards, and then Friday Weekend League would start again. You know what I mean? The cycle was getting to the point where like I don't know. It just was a bad cycle. Um, I understand the Vision Rivals will still have a weekly reward, which that's okay. I'm not saying that having a weekly reward was a bad thing in general. I just didn't like the fact that the cycle was, you would get on Thursday to get your rewards and play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then you wouldn't see the game for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like now with the division rivals being different, where you could play throughout the whole week, and it doesn't matter how many games you play, because now it's a progression where you're actually climbing the ladder, like it used to be back then, where you would start in Division 10 and go all the way up to Division 1. It's a little bit different from what I've saw so far, where you're gonna get, um, I guess, like rewards in between every division, and eventually you'll get to the point where you'll be in your division. So that's, for me, is very good. There's also this qualification thing now, of foot champions that you could play during the week. Not, somebody said it was 5 games. I don't know what it is. If it's 5 games, 10 games, I don't know what it is during the week. But whatever it is, I guess you have to kind of qualify now. It's going to be kind of like interesting to see how that works. The other thing that actually, also, that I felt that FIFA did very well towards the end of FIFA 21, and I didn't even know about this until like I logged in, that you actually have preview packs. Wow. For once, they actually did something when it comes to like buying packs. So they give you a preview pack now, which, well, now, I mean, I guess it's must have happened a few months ago, whatever it happened. I think that's good. I think it's very good for the fact that for people that don't want to spend money but have coins, whenever a big pack comes out, you could just basically look at the preview, see if you get something good. If you don't, well, you don't open it. I guess that's refreshable every 24 hours or whatever it is, from my understanding. I think that's a very good thing. It kind of gives people a chance to choose when they want to spend their coins. Um, Personally, I think that even as a person that did put money in the game, I always will tell people not put money in the game, because I think that at the end of the day, to be honest with you, it's nice to have a team that looks good, but I don't think it's a much that much of a factor when you're playing in bad connection. I'm sure there's an advantage to having an OP team for sure. I mean, I've noticed it myself, but it's not an advantage of people think that you go from like gold 3 to gold 1. It's not that deep. It's more of an advantage of like the tight games. You end up probably getting the edge of getting a goal there, here and there, and winning that extra game or two, maybe 3 games throughout a weekend league. But that's about it. Anyways, we're not going to get into that too much because the video is way longer than expected. Conclusion, sorry if it took this long. I guess it's been a long time I haven't made a video, so I figured, you know what, might as well talk as much as possible in this video, because we haven't spoken for over 6 months or whatever it is, maybe even 9 months. I'm not sure. It's a long time. And the answer is most likely I will be back for FIFA 22. And will I make videos? You know, I always, if I'm playing the game, expect a video here and there, right? I mean, I will always, you know, speak out of my ass, if you want to call it, when something shit comes up, right? Or if some YouTuber does something retarded or whatever it is. We all know what Pengangster is all about, and don't be surprised if I'm playing. I'll make a couple of videos here and there about what I think about certain issues, right? Anyways, hopefully you guys are having a good year besides the COVID, which is actually kind of like draining a lot of people's lives lately because of all these restrictions that we have, that we can't really enjoy ourselves, and these passports that we need not to travel, whatever it is. I'm not gonna get into this thing because it's more politics stuff, but for people that want to know my view on it, I don't agree with it. I think that whoever wants to get vaccinated should, and whoever doesn't shouldn't. I don't think it should be an obligation to have passports to be able to go to a restaurant, let's say. I feel like it's just becoming a little bit ridiculous, but that's just my point of view, the way I see things. But then again, like I said, I don't want to get into it because everybody has their own way of seeing things. And like I said, I have nothing against somebody getting vaccinated. For example, like 90% of my family is all vaccinated. It's just that I just don't agree with the fact that you're actually putting pressure on people uh, with these passports, which it's kind of like, I don't know. I think this is just exaggerated. It's just my personal opinion. Anyways, hope to see you guys in FIFA 22. We'll see what happens. I'll probably end up, like I said, making a couple of videos here and there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this long video. But then again, it's been a while, so maybe you guys will enjoy a video longer than usual. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.